Talk boy. Sup cuties.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
I like that one. Ernie Johnson joined by...
It says my messages. Sweet.
Always something going on here in LA, and there's always someone flying in to see it. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Crowd here in anticipation of their home team Lakers in an interconference battle here at the Staples Center. A look at Cleveland's starting group. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
And he can't hit the second. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. Love, no good. So it's the Lakers now. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert, and he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year, and now is one of the guys you have to account for really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint, and then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
And thank you for that, Doris.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Irving drives in, gets a very good look and converts. Irving's got his first bucket of the night.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Russell kicks to Hibbert. Can't get it to go. Good D by Love.
Boy, after the first 3 misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they still can't connect.
Irving dishes to James. Well, wide open look for Love. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And no doubt the Lakers had some defensive issues last season. I mean, no true center on that roster. And at times, they were just feasted upon on the inside.
Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. He dishes it to Irving. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Irving's got his second bucket.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
The drive by Russell. And he gets it to go. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Smith outside. He kicks it to Love. Fires the three. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers going the other way now. And that one good from Clarkson.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Cleveland leading by 4. Outside Irving. Smith outside. And it's off from three-point range. The Lakers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Hibbert. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Now here's Irving. To the inside. It's tipped.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. The three-pointer no good. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Out to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Love with the screen on Randall. And another miss by Cleveland. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season, his return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Irving against Russell. Irving passes to Love. James outside. LeBron with another miss.
And that atmosphere that LeBron was after. I mean, he described it as wanting a family-like atmosphere.
And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That is his first foul of the game. Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for J.R. Smith. Outside Irving. LeBron sets the screen for Irving. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
And to touch on the Cleveland atmosphere, you know, you could see as the season unfolded, it became...
One v one me, Jake. Gotti. Are you there? Invite me to a party. My park? Gotti.
It's the 2K Sports pregame
Hello.
show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The action tonight will be happening out in Phoenix, where the Suns will be going up against the Houston Rockets. Taking a look at the Rockets, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight.
Are you there?
And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave. Financial responsibility, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack of Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main man Dick Vitale say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and pop.
Phoenix Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Taking a look at the Rockets. Williams, he's in at point guard. He's out there with Chalmers. Terrence Jones out there with Brewer. And it's Capella in at the 4-man position.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it.
So it's Phoenix now, following the three-point attempt by Freak. Dinwiddie at the bucket.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh no, oh yeah shots.
Outside Williams. He feeds it to Chalmers. Jones dishes to Williams. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And so here is Houston after the Suns pick up 2. Jones kicks to Williams. Stolen by Len. Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Chalmers. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Rockets 4th.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, they never eased up on the boards throughout last season. I mean, they were tenacious. They persevered. They were aggressive. I mean, they went after the boards hard.
No good on that one. Larkin, he's checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Good on the second free throw. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. Right side, Williams. That misses off the backboard.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to... be a little smarter in his choice making.
Now here's Goodwin. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 8.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
Here's Williams. No good, unable to end this run.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact.